As many of us delve into social media or immerse ourselves in the latest celebrity gossip, millions of people worldwide are quietly battling hunger. This is a crisis of immense proportions, yet often goes unnoticed amid the distracting elements of celebrities' lives dominating headlines. The United Nations World Food Program is sounding the alarm about an unprecedented food crisis, urging us to shift our focus to current urgent issues. This video isn't a miraculous solution to the world's problems, but every positive change starts with a small step, and yours begins by sharing your thoughts in the comments section. Now let's face the harsh reality. Wars, economic instability, extreme weather conditions, and rising fertilizer costs are converging to ignite a devastating food crisis. Over 750 million people are grappling with chronic hunger and enduring relentless pangs of starvation. To put it in perspective, that's more than double the population of the United States. Widespread hunger in regions like Sudan is a bitter reality, exacerbated by ongoing conflicts that impede aid distribution. Unfortunately, there seems to be no foreseeable end in sight. Global hunger has been on the rise for almost a decade, and now food sources are dwindling even further. Reports indicate worsening global rice shortages, exacerbating challenges faced by vulnerable communities worldwide. As conflicts erupt in the Middle East, disruptions in international rice trade are imminent due to escalating transportation costs and dwindling supply. India, the world's largest rice exporter, faces numerous challenges in the rice sector, from domestic price hikes exacerbated by policy uncertainties to exacerbating the crisis. The Israel-Gaza conflict has further increased global shipping costs, exacerbating the nightmare for those reliant on rice as a staple food. However, it's not just rice facing dire conditions. Cocoa is in turmoil too. Cocoa prices in New York surged to a 46-year high amid concerns over poor cocoa yields in West Africa. Adverse weather conditions, particularly in the Ivory Coast, a significant cocoa-producing region, are causing cocoa fields to dry up and yields to decline. Rapidly rising cocoa prices could lead to higher costs for chocolate companies like Hershey and intensify concerns in the global food market. If you're a chocolate enthusiast, you might still find discounted prices at dollar stores, but these won't last long. Climate change poses a significant threat to cocoa production. Rising temperatures, droughts, pests, and diseases are making it increasingly difficult for cocoa trees to survive. Studies suggest that more than half of the world's cocoa-growing regions may not become suitable for cultivation by 2050, potentially leading to a catastrophic shortage of cocoa beans and the disappearance of some beloved chocolate varieties. The urgency of saving the cocoa industry and the livelihoods of millions of farmers cannot be overstated. Experts call for global efforts to invest in research, innovation, and sustainable practices. Failing to act swiftly could lead to a future devoid of some of our favorite treats and a source of solace for many. Additionally, due to the devastating effects of avian flu and the declining cattle herds in the United States, meat prices are expected to rise in the coming months. While the poultry industry is rocked by millions of bird deaths, the number of cattle has also plummeted to its lowest level since 1951. This decline is expected to keep beef prices high for consumers, squeeze meat processors' profits, and roil the meat industry altogether. Poultry farms find themselves in the midst of a crisis, resulting in a shortage of many food products and a key ingredient in recipes: eggs. The price of eggs has risen by over 50% in certain areas, prompting some supermarkets to impose purchase limits. This shortage has dealt a severe blow to the egg industry, causing billions of dollars in losses and leaving many farmers struggling to survive. The severity of the situation has prompted some individuals to resort to extreme measures, such as theft and robbery, to obtain meat and eggs. Desperation has led some to gamble with their health by consuming expired or contaminated products. But why should we panic? In 1951, with a population of 150 million, Americans managed food supply adequately. However, with today's population of 331 million, there is only enough beef to meet each person's demand. Beyond mere supply and demand dynamics, there's an underlying agenda at play. Global elites advocate for reducing meat consumption as a solution to climate change. The Director General of the World Health Organization has taken a firm stance against meat and traditional farming practices, citing their harmful effects on human health and the environment. Food systems significantly contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and the global burden of disease, necessitating a shift towards healthier, more diverse, and plant-based diets. Are you ready for a future filled with soy and insects? That seems to be the direction proposed by researchers aiming to combat climate change. Some propose bizarre solutions like constructing a massive umbrella the size of Argentina to block out the sun and reduce global warming. While this idea may sound exaggerated, it has garnered interest and funding from various sources. However, experts warn against the dire consequences such a project could entail. Blocking sunlight could disrupt natural ecosystems, jeopardize crop yields, and harm plant and animal life dependent on sunlight for growth and reproduction. The potential risks and unintended consequences of such harsh measures must be carefully evaluated before implementation. But what if this massive umbrella malfunctions, breaks, or falls? How will we cope with dire consequences like thinning of the ozone layer, acid rain, or volcanic eruptions? Furthermore, how can we prevent it from becoming a weapon of mass destruction used by rogue states or terrorists to manipulate the climate and sow chaos? These are critical questions that need to be considered before it's too late. Moreover, even the ruling class has plans for what we consume. Residents of Los Angeles, California, get ready for the refreshing taste of recycled water from sewage. Starting this December, the California State Water Resources Control Board has given the green light to Los Angeles' surprisingly titled Toilet to Tap Plan to recycle 60% of sewage water. Once treated, sewage water will return to homes in Los Angeles once it meets the city's purity standards. Sounds appealing, doesn't it? However, none of these methods or plans orchestrated by the elites seem to change our current trajectory. We seem to be rapidly moving toward an unprecedented era of disorder in human history, and millions of Americans are preparing for what lies ahead with concern. A recent study revealed that a majority of individuals in certain regions of the United States and Canada took proactive measures throughout the past year to prepare themselves for potential societal collapse. Over 40% of people in states like Maine, Nebraska, and Arizona, as well as provinces like Ontario and British Columbia, are stockpiling materials such as food, water, fuel, and weapons in preparation for a major catastrophe in North America. However, many remain unaware of the impending danger, continuing with their daily lives without realizing the severity of the situation. The likelihood of our future purchasing options being severely limited to essential products like food and materials is very high. An increasing number of individuals are taking proactive measures, including building underground bunkers on their properties. According to Fox Business, customers of a US-based bunker company, including government officials and White House staff, expressed their lack of confidence in the government's ability to protect them. Some seek refuge from natural disasters like hurricanes or accidents like a derailment of a toxic train. But the primary concern for many is nuclear war. The prevailing atmosphere of fear and anxiety is driving individuals to invest millions of dollars in building their own underground bunkers equipped with every imaginable comfort. Despite assurances from the elite, they have relinquished control and their systems are buckling under the weight of increasing global events. If you haven't prepared for what lies ahead, I strongly advise you to do so, as 2024 is expected to be a significant turning point. Given the worrying outlook for America and the world, it's natural to wonder if there is any hope on the horizon. Are you ready for the potential horrors awaiting you in 2024? Thank you for watching Wealth Stream 101. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave us a like below this video.